I put makeup on 6 hours ago, so I feel really good. Really pretty. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome Michelle Wee into the interview room. Michelle, you had a busy off season this year, didn't you? Can you tell us what you did?
The first couple of weeks I worked for a little bit, but mostly last year I was in Hawaii home for like about 5.5 weeks, and last year after I was done I was like, wait, I didn't get to really see, I saw some of my friends, but I didn't get to see a lot of my friends that were in California. So this year I made a point to kind of go and see all my friends and travel a lot. Did a couple things for Nike, which they took me to really some cool spots. So I was in New York for a week, California, Hawaii, Phoenix. I was kind of all over. I was on a lot of airplanes, but Bahamas for the New Year's. But it was a lot of fun.
Well, knowing how much you did travel in the off season, do you come into 2015 feeling relaxed and ready to go?
Oh yeah, for sure. I had so much fun this off season. I hiked a lot. I did a lot of yoga. I got to see a lot of my friends. Did touch a single golf club. But I mean, I guess I did swing a couple during the Nike shoot, so that was a little mid vacation break there. But it was a lot of fun. I definitely felt very refreshed. I was actually getting a little antsy in the last part of it. I was like, okay, I want to start practicing now, get back into a rhythm. So yeah, I was very refreshed coming to 2015.
Now, going back into 2014, your most successful year so far. We can go through the accomplishments. 2 wins, the Rolex Annika Major Award winner, 11 additional top 10s. How would you describe your 2014 season?
I definitely had a lot of fun. I set out a very specific goal. I wanted to be consistent, and I felt like, more so the wins than anything. I think that just being consistent, the 11 top 10s, really, I was really proud of myself for being consistent all year. So it felt really good to check off that goal. Also, I just felt like, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in the process, and I'm very grateful for all that has happened last year, and I definitely, end of the year, very motivated for this year.
I'm glad you brought up the fun part, because I was asked to ask you this question. There's a lot of players out here on tour who look up to you. You and at only 25 years of age, too. So another young player, Jess Korda, is someone that is described as a similar personality as you. How would you say that fun-loving, quirky personality helps you during the grind of a season like this?
I mean, it's a long season. I think that if you truly enjoy it, if you truly have fun, that kind of season kind of flies by. And, I really enjoy myself out here. I love, especially when I play with Korda, we have a blast out there. And you can always see us laughing and, being silly out there. And I think that's just a key, just to have fun out here. It's a long season. It's a grind. You definitely are put in a lot of very stressful situations. So I think just having fun, just kind of going back, putting things in perspective of, why you're playing this game, why you're playing this game for a living. So I think it helps a lot.
Well, let's open it up for questions for Michelle. And as a reminder, please wait for the microphone to be passed.
Hey, Michelle, welcome to 2015. As she indicated, congratulations again on the U.S. Open win and everything that goes with that, and winning the inaugural Annika Award. Briefly, are you healthy and ready to go this year? And secondly, what are some of the things that you're working with David on to prepare you to meet your goals? You said consistency. If you do that, then the wins will come.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this year. No major swing changes with David. Just working on this, just building upon last year. I mean, that's exactly what I want to do. Is just keep the momentum going. Just keep building. I mean, my goal for this year is the same. I want to be consistent, but at the same time, I just want to, get a little bit better each and every day. Not make a huge stride, not try to, be a lot better every day, but just a little bit. If I just, kind of move forward just a little bit, even as, if it's really, really slow, that's all I want to do. So we're just building on last year. Same swing thoughts, nothing different. So yeah, I forgot the other part of that question. Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, and that's also my top priority for this year is to stay healthy. In the past, I've always kind of struggled with that, so I'm really keeping on top of it, been working out really hard. Was in the physio this morning, just getting everything tuned up, and that's definitely one of my top priorities.
Enby and Stacy have been the top the last few years. They've kind of gone back and forth. Could you kind of talk about their games a little bit, and then also what you need to do to kind of force your way into there?
I've talked a lot about consistency, and that's definitely the two most consistent players on tour. It's just they're amazing. They're amazing players. They've really helped to raise the level of play out on tour. I mean, it's very competitive out here. And, it was fun to be in the gym with Stacy over the off season. It definitely was motivating me to work harder. They definitely, are very talented. They're very consistent. And, that's something I've definitely been working towards.
Michelle, have you seen the course? If you have, what do you think of it? And obviously you recognize some of the holes out there.
Yeah, I played 18 yesterday, played 9 today. It's a very good golf course. It's a lot of fun. There's no 2 holes are the same. And the replica holes definitely make it fun out here. It's in great condition. It could just be a little bit warmer. That would be great. But it's in great shape, and I'm really excited for this week.
Beth Ann?
Yeah. Hey. I wanted to ask you about your off season and maybe what you thought was the highlight of it. You did some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if it was a TV shoot or whatnot. And
there was a lot of highlights. It was very exciting. I felt like it was a lot more exciting than last year. I've never been in New York in the Christmas time, the holiday season, and definitely I was there for 5 days. And that was a lot of fun. Got to sit front row at Madison Square Garden, which was a surprise when I got there, and it was a lot of fun. Also, the Nike, I did a Nike commercial shoot, which was really awesome as well too. And then just got to meet, got to hang out with Charles Barkley then, and then did a Hawaii 5-0 shoot. Went back at home. I'm officially an actress now. I was gonna go to the SAG Awards, but but that was a lot of fun. I surprised myself at how much fun I had doing that. But there's a lot of highlights. But mostly it's just hang out with my friends. Got to hike a lot, just be active, and do a lot of yoga and just do the things I love to do outside of golf. So it was a lot of fun.
I understand Sir Charles took a liking to you and gave you some advice. What did he tell you?
He did? I just remember.
No?
I just remember beating him at beer pong. That's all I remember.
That's pretty good. When does the Hawaii 5-0 episode come out?
Next month, I think.
The television thing, since you brought it up, and you just missed the SAG Award nomination, I understand.
I know.
You've been in front of cameras your whole life. Was it different being in front of a TV camera, doing that, and being in front of a TV camera with a golf club?
It was very nerve-wracking. I was very nervous. I also thought I was really only in one scene. I kind of just looked over the script. I was in 2 scenes, actually, and a couple of lines, a lot more lines than I had imagined. But they were very good to me. I mean, the actors were, were very, very helpful. It was also really amazing to see people who are so good at their craft. I mean, I guess I'm so used to the golf world, seeing, being around LPGA players and seeing people that are good at their craft and, our side of things. But being an actor, you just don't realize all the hard work that they put into it. And it just seems so easy on TV, It just looks like they're just living out normal life, but there's so much work that goes into it. They were talking about different accents and, how they master all of that. I mean, it was really interesting and very eye-opening.
It takes 2.5 hours to shoot 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Randy, up here in the front.
Michelle, working out with Stacy, is that something where you just happen to work out at the same gym and cross paths, or do you guys work out together?
Yeah, it just happened that way. We both work out with David Donatucci, and I'm with her in the gym a lot. We come at the same times, and one day we actually had the exact same workout. I was like, wait a second, I think I'm doing that next. And I made sure I did the same weights as her. She kills it at the gym. And then she did this one exercise with the hand gripper, and she had I think it was almost 90 pounds on it. And I got there and I was like, this can't be right. I was like, I swear to God, I just saw her do that. And I did it. And I was like, oh my God, this is so hard. But I was like, I'm determined to do the same weights as her.
And following that up, can you just talk about Stacy is in a position that all the other American women want to be the top-ranked American, and she was number one in the world. Can you talk about the friendship you've developed, and yet how she's a competitor? You want what she has.
Oh, for sure. You know, we're very competitive. You know, we definitely want to beat each other, but at the same time, I'm very, very proud of all of her accomplishments. We definitely, I mean, she inspires me, she motivates me. But it's so great to see a fellow American doing so well. And she's such a great person. She really works hard. And it's good to see that, someone that works that hard, is doing that well, which is also very inspiring with her story and everything. It's great. She's, if I ever have a question, she always helps me out, or, even when a rookie has a question, she'll help them out. It's never competitive to the point where, we want to tear each other down. At the same time, we want to help each other. We want to, raise a level of play and everything. So it's very inspiring to see.
Bethann?
So you're obviously used to having expectations on you for forever. But after having such a good season last year, you're kind of being put back on the pedestal where you were years and years ago. How do you feel like you're better prepared for that now, and balancing everything that could come with it should you have an even better year this year?
I'm not really putting any expectations on myself. I'm very grateful that at the end of the year, with the boost of confidence, I'm definitely have a lot more confidence under my belt than I did in the past. But at the same time, 2015, it's a clean slate. Just because I played well last year doesn't mean I'm going to play well this year. I want to play well this year, and there's certain goals that I have set for myself that aren't results. I want to be more in tune with the process and more in tune with myself and how I can get there. So I think it's a clean slate. I'm really enjoying the game, and I really want to enjoy the process and see what it all turns into this year.
And Michelle, not counting the shoot where you're swinging clubs, how much time did you take off without playing?
From CME all the way until January 2nd.
Can you just talk about how it seems like that's become more important to you to refresh and to decompress? So you talked about it last year, 5 weeks off. How important is it, and why?
It's very important. We have such a long season, so almost 10 and a half months long, and we're traveling every other week. I'm a grinder. I go out there and I work hard every single week. I put, my heart and soul into every single tournament, every single round. So, it's just I need that complete decompression. I just need to just leave my golf clubs and have fun and just kind of have a vacation, because I think that just gets me. I'm a person that needs a routine. And to have 5.5 weeks without a routine, it's like completely crazy. So by like the 6th week, I'm like, I need to be back in a routine, and I just crave it. So I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy to have a time off, because during the season, I really don't take too much time off. But I think I'm doing a better job of trying to handle my weeks off and trying to have little mini vacations here and there.
Where were you hiking? Where'd you go hiking?
When we're in Phoenix, we went to Camelback. And then just back at home, just a lot of those hikes.
All right, we have one more in the back.
I have 3 quick ones. Before this tournament was announced, had you ever heard of Ocala?
I don't know Florida geography that well. Does that answer the question?
Yes. Second question. Did you play the front or the back today?
I played the back.
Okay, so you've played the back twice. Number 12, Amen Corner, par 5. Can you get home in 2?
It depends if we play from the up tee, yes.
And the next hole, the road hole, what did you hit on that hole?
Well, today was into the wind, so that was very interesting. I hit driver to hybrid to the back pin.
Last question. When you were deciding to change your putting stance, what led to the stance that you're using now?
It was just, it was mid-tournament. I wasn't putting very well. And I just changed it and it felt comfortable, so.
All right. Well, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.